Hi, St. Thomas More community. This is John Hoke, president at the school. I have with me my friend and colleague, Tom Huppertz. We've worked together for a couple of years now. Actually, this is Tom's second tenure at Thomas More. We brought him back a few years ago to work as senior administrator. I work with him daily, more high-level strategic things, and that is totally associated with our strategic plan. Tom, could you give a quick description of what our strategic plan looks like and where we're at right now?
Absolutely. Just want to talk a little bit about the process itself. Back in April of last year, we had a strategic retreat. And basically that was about 75 members of the community. They were stakeholders in STM, comprised of board and committee members, alumni, faculty, staff, and even students. At that retreat, basically what we did is we took the 8 domains, and a domain is sort of a functional area, almost like a strategic pillar. We looked at those areas and came up with what were the strategic goals that were associated with the area, as well as the objectives. Then we had to put together teams for each domain within the walls of Thomas More that were going to do all the work. So we looked at the objectives, and each objective we had to come up with the action plans. What are the steps that we're going to do to achieve that objective? We're meeting monthly, as John knows. We have quite a few meetings constantly, but we're working the plan. Too many organizations, when they get to this part of the strategic plan, will put it up on the shelf and let it go, and maybe revisit it a year from now. We vowed not to do that. I just wanted to speak briefly. We had the 8 domains that we talked about at the retreat, but we also added 2 more sort of softer domains that I would call. And one was fine arts, because fine arts is very important here at STM, as well as an HR, human resource domain. And John, I'll let you speak a little bit to the progress.
Yeah, it's been really exciting. And I would say Tom talked about HR, and many of you know that we had an appeal the last couple of years for our teachers to try to help them out, and we're really looking at their entire benefits package and trying to do what's best for our teachers and all of our faculty and staff. So that's one area. On the academic end, we've really refreshed our course book. We've added some graduation requirements, starting with our next year's incoming freshman class, really trying to maintain our academic excellence that we have at the school. There are other areas when it comes to student life that we're really looking at closely to enhance from a Catholic ID perspective, as well as like a leadership perspective. That's more leadership that the most popular teacher in this school, Jimmy Litcher, oversees, and he's got some great things that we've already done, but we'll be seeing even more of in the fall. And then finally, I think the biggest thing that people will see is we're starting to put together a 25-year campus plan, what this school and the surrounding campus should look like. And I say 25 years, but I think you'll start to see things even as quickly as this next fall. Our West Building, for many of you alums, whether it be the 70s, 80s, 90s, or 2000s, that West Building on the inside looks a lot like it did when you went to school here. We're going to start to see some big advancements with that building as early as this summer, and will continue over the next couple of years. So we'll give you another update in a few months, but go Cavs. Looking forward to you seeing all the progress moving forward.